live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, one of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today, their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Thanks.
Holly, we'll see how they react. So Georgia's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. That ball scoots through the back. Zone, it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Pulls it, fired complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stopped him for no gain. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back.
And the offense goes 5 wide. Spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5.
Sanford Stadium in Athens. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. So the Georgia Bulldogs headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's Reed to throw. Out wide right, it's Owens. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Reed unloads to the right. This time it's complete.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side. Him making the catch, coming up with a big play.
The Aggies have this offense rolling. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
and you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quickly complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it up at 29.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! He's going to take off. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Pulls it in. It's Frazier.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rid of it on the RPO. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. And he avoids the sack.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get
right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Reed. Rushes on. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Second and long here. To the air. It's Reed. On target over the middle. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
Well, really nice catch there. And I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today...
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got the tight end outside. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back on first down. Moving out to the right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's changing the play. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Booster. Return. Go.
Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The Bulldogs are flying down the field. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Pulls it in. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They'll go with Frazier. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Hold and fire complete. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun on third down, Reed. Working that left side. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Throwing, Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Texas A&M going up tempo. Reed on the play action. Here comes the heat. Scrambling to the left. The throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field. Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Nice move there. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Straight ahead, it's Frazier. Runs through a tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Knocked down immediately.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab. It's Burrows. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got the first down himself. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Line gets set, first down. Reed. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that play happens because they blitz, they get pressure, make the QB feel uncomfortable. He throws the ball up, and you make a play on the football, and you take that thing back to the house. Nice pass rush, nice pressure, and nice job turning defense into offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Reed. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Quick give. It's Edwards. Might have a chance. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter, but they're lined up for an onside kick. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And back to the air on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets rid of it.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing Reed. Back's got it on the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Horned Frogs looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a fielding out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. He's past the marker. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Under pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third and long coming up. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Caught. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Reels it in. He won't get there. Defense with a fourth down stop. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Headed outside, it's Edwards. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's Reed to throw. They're all over it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback changing the play. Second down to the air. Going deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Reed gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Owens. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Give him 109 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. They'll run it. It's Edwards. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Georgia going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Booster.
Wants to throw on third down. Caught. Breaks the tackle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These two guys guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Lost to throw again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed lets it fly. Pulls it in on the left. Open spaces. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Frazier. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Edwards. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. It's complete to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he gets it away.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career. A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They'll give to Frazier. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Here's a little room there. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Frazier again. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of his game and his 3rd on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Red pass, it's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Frazier. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st down, Nate Frazier.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff for Frazier. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Hits inside, it's Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After the run, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They want that clock to run. He's past the sticks. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Throwing Reed. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Georgia using its final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, it's Edwards. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, picked up the first down, but more important, only 15 seconds left.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down a possession, no timeouts, so you have got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds, and the receiver knew exactly what to do.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll move the tight end, making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Second down, going to throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.